do retrospectives and like on content, but they would like flip it in a more of a. Anyways, they did it was like something Foundations of Economics. That's who it was. They did a video on Ghostbusters and how it could be seen as an allegory for government intervention, where the government forces you to shut down because the government thinks they know what's best.
We wouldn't last a day in the private sector.
Exactly. I've worked in the private sector. They expect results.
Was it Ray Stantz that said that line in Ghostbusters?
Yes. And then there's people that keep wanting to go around and say the movie's about nothing. And I don't like when people... I get why people say that, but the other hand, I'm like, yes, but...
They say the movie's about nothing?
Yes, it's very popular to say on the internet that Ghostbusters is a movie about nothing.
How so? I don't understand.
I'm confused.
Why that would be said.
Maybe in the sense that it's just vapid entertainment. If that's the argument, then I vehemently disagree.
Me too.
Well, there's nothing wrong with some vapid entertainment now and then either.
There's no such thing as
I still love Transformers the movie.
I mean,
yeah, but there's technically no entertainment that has nothing.
Right. There's more surface level entertainment, but I believe there's always going to be an underlying theme, an underlying theme, or it doesn't necessarily have to be a message or something like that, but there is going to be a little bit of transference of the author's own thoughts.
And there's no way that can't be.
Right. There's always going to be some level of it.
No, no matter what I write, it has to go through this filter.
Right.
Yeah, Otter, how are you writing?
How am I writing? That's a very loaded question.
How do you want to write? There's another.
How do I want to write? This is my general approach when writing fiction, because I know to a certain extent I'm going to be adding in my own personal worldviews and beliefs, but I want my stories to be interpreted to the point where it's like, if you're just looking for dumb fun or just something that's simple, easy to follow, and enjoyable, perfect. The story can be interpreted in just that way. But if you want to dig a layer or two deeper, you can interpret it in a couple of different ways, but there's more to dig into. That's kind of like the ideal balance I try to go for.
Read out, post you something. A link.
I'm checking it now.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, all right. Hang on.
I gotta get back on writing, Honor. I've taken such a long go.
I need to finish up a blog post here soon. It's been a little bit since I've added on to mine, and this one I have coming up is nearly finished. I just need to put up the finishing touches, sand it off a bit, but other than that, I'm still just kind of like polishing up my manuscript at the moment, going along with beta readers' comments, and then just making small changes, tweaks here and there.
All right, is this a safe for stream thing to watch, or
is it? Read out.
In terms of, is there anything inappropriate? No. In terms of copyrighted music, this is also not safe. So it's safe for you to watch at any other time that you want to. I wouldn't advise putting it on the stream.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you were saying, hey, share this now.
No, I'm just sharing it. But he will not divide us.
So what are you guys reading right now?
I'm reading An Ocean of Others. That's been one I'd actually won it as part of a contest, but I've been reading through it, and for a first novel, it's incredibly smooth. From what I've noticed, the pacing is very fun. It's very frenetic to just kind of like read at a moment-to-moment pace, but there's a lot of intrigue going on in the story. I'm hoping to write a review for it once I finish. I'm over halfway through it right now. It's like fun D&D fantasy, but with a twist.
Awesome. Over on the Rumble side, who do we have here? We have Mr. Simmons I Am popped in and said, "Y'all live?" Yes, welcome. I keep forgetting to shout out.
live.
We're also on
They're
Rumble.
live. I'm not.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody here is live except Readout. Readout is here in spirit. Hopefully he'll be resurrected after his latest bout with school again?
Yeah, before you see the reason Manji's not here, she had to go so far off the beaten path to do some ancient rituals to bring me back to life just for the stream.
Truck-kun came.
Oh, it's working. Keep it up, Maji.
Now Readout's in his own Yu Yu Hakusho world.
Oh my god!
But I keep forgetting to shout out. I mean, live on Rumble as well as YouTube, and also there are social medias. There Frequency Studios on both Twitter and Minds, and if it matters, Truth Social Frequency Studios is there too. I made that a while ago. I forget it exists half the time, but anybody's on Truth, look me up. Maybe we can make it worthwhile someday.
Jose, I've never seen you in the Gilded Voice chat. Also, all I'm reading is the Steel and Stormbright.
That is my story. That
what
I'm hoping to publish here.
That's coming out later this fall. Is the tentative schedule? Is that correct?
Right. The tentative schedule is August of this year. It could be pushed back just depending on if I need to make any major changes. So far, that doesn't look like it's the case. That and just getting illustrations set up. After that, it's a pretty well a straight shot to publishing, hitting that publish button.
Otter, what chapter did you send me?
What chapter did I send you?
Yeah, which one am I supposed to beta reading? It's 8, ain't it?
I think so, yeah. Last time we were talking, you'd read through chapter 7.
Yeah.
Well, somebody at work said, "Hey, you're into books. Here you go," and gave me one. All the ton of crap. It's just a bunch of. It's meant to be read in the bathroom. A bunch of little factoids and whatever. But what I'm actually reading right now is this: Twin Sons of Corolla by Black Knight.
Good book.
When I'm done this semester, I'm planning to dive into Starshatter this summer.
Oh, you're gonna have fun with it.
Everybody's been hyping it up, so I'm like, I gotta try. I'm gonna try.
Then after that, I'm on to Ship of Fools, and then after that, it's either gonna be Myriasphere Origins or Association of Ishtar, Bound for the Styx. I need to get through both of those, and I still have to get to at least Perils of Sasha Reed Volume 2 at some point. It's been months since I read the first one.
There's so much to read. That's the problem, and the advantage.
Yeah, but then when you're trying to do that plus do your own project at the same time, and then what was that other thing? Work. Yeah, that gets in the way a lot. But
work is that
it supports it and gets in the way at the same time. It's weird.
Work is that pesky little demon on your shoulders saying, "You can't right now. You've got other things to do."
Yeah, it's weird how much drive I have to if I were home right now, I'd be tapping away at that keyboard, and then when I get home, I'm like, I don't want to do squat.
Yeah, that's why I normally write in the morning. Sometimes I write afterwards, but I don't know. At least when it comes to writing for me, when I'm still just waking up and I'm like half there, perfect time to write.
Yeah, I was really hoping to finish off my manuscript today, but I still got a couple more chapters to go. But I got a lot down today, so getting there. Once I wrap up that first draft, then it's like maybe a month, maybe 2 of going through fine tuning, fixing, tweaking, and making it good. Right now, all I have is a beautiful mess. It'll be better after that. Yeah, I like my first book. When I finished the first draft and went through it, I hated it.
Same.
Yeah. And I was sitting here going, wow, Daniel Green was right. I had read watched one of his videos about what his experience in publishing his own book. And he said, you're going to hate that. And when you first finish it, you're going to hate it. And I had already finished it by this point and had gone through, and I was like, yeah, I remember that. I was embarrassed to be reading what I wrote at first. But then by the time I was done, I don't know what shift happened, but I ended up loving it by the end, which is a good thing if I'm going to put it out there. But
what I've noticed is your first draft, you will fucking hate it. But with each subsequent draft, it steadily gets better and better. You start to like it more and more, you get more attached.